Dajahao, my name is Garrick, and welcome back to Taiwan, Lao Wai. Yes, we're on the bike again. This is gonna be my personality for the next few months, bear with me. But yeah, in case you missed my last video, I have a personal bike of my own now that I am riding. The reason being, it frees me up to go on a lot of longer trips through more interesting terrain than the normal rental bike service can handle. And today we're gonna put that into practice by continuing our mission, Michelin. That's right, we're continuing our journey to eat at every Michelin recommended restaurant in Taipei. And this time we're hopping on a bike to get there. Hooray! Now luckily we are not going right into the heart of the city today. There are some closer Michelin restaurants on the outskirts of the city, in the new Taipei city area around it. And one of those is our destination today. The name of this place is Jhen. It is a traditional Taiwanese eatery in the west chunk of the new Taipei city area outside of the main city. It specializes in duck dishes, which, if you know me, I love duck, so that's gonna be right up my alley, I think. The only trick is there is a mountain directly in the path between me in Taoyuan and that restaurant over there. And the train does not go through that mountain, it goes around the bottom edge, so getting there with public transit is very inconvenient unless you want to wait for a very specific bus. So instead, we're gonna bike there. There are a couple of highways that conveniently cross through the mountain, so they should be pretty stable roads. Nothing crazy, not yet at least. It's around 3:20 right now. We've got about an hour's journey, I think, to make it over the pass and to the restaurant. So we'll get some nice long exercise getting there. We will enjoy some delicious duck when we arrive, and then we will burn off some of the calories from that delicious duck riding the whole way back. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a very good early dinner for me. That said, we're getting into a bit of a crowded area, so I'm gonna keep my eyes on the road, make sure I don't hit anybody, and I will see you as we make our way to Jhen. Alright folks, I think we have officially made it onto Taiwan's highway number 1. This is the first of many highways that bounce all around the island. This one in particular, I think, covers a very wide circuit of the whole island, but this stretch we're on in particular is gonna get us straight through the mountain in our way and into the new Taipei city area. I suspect things are gonna get a lot more mountainy from here on out, so expect some inclines, maybe a bit more slow going, definitely a lot more exhaustion, but hopefully it'll also mean a few more scenic views as we pass through, yeah? We can only hope. Okay, well, there were some gorgeous views there. Only problem is, a lot of them were on down slopes. This is the trade-off I make, because I'm just filming with my phone in hand. I don't have any fancy equipment, so when I'm on a mountain path and it starts going down, I gotta put the phone away and I gotta focus or I'm gonna tumble ass over a tea kettle. So unfortunately, I could not show you all of the gorgeous mountain sights I saw there, but oh well. Anyways, right now we are in Xinzhuan Park, which the restaurant is right on top of, basically. I think we've been to Xinzhuan District a couple times before. Don't think we've really explored it, though. This building we're passing under, I believe, is the library, perhaps, or some sort of multi-purpose community center. I don't know. The downside of being on the outskirts of Taipei is that it's very easy to take places like this for granted because they're not the main attraction, as it were. And that's a shame because there really is a lot of culture just on the outskirts of all the big tourist destinations in Taiwan. So let's just enjoy these pretty little views as we make our way to Zhenping, and then we're gonna have ourselves a fine dinner. There it is, folks, Zhenping, but you can tell because it has that cute little duck up front. It's around 4:50 right now. Clearly that bike ride was a bit more lengthy than I expected, but maybe that's to be expected, funnily enough. Maybe it's a good thing it took so long. It helped me work up more of an appetite after lunch, so I can definitely eat more now. So let's go do that, because I'm hungry. I'm ready for duck. Place. It's a very traditional Taiwanese diner sort of situation. Shockingly not too crowded for a Michelin bib situation. I suppose this was one of the newest entries, so maybe people are still figuring out it exists. Luckily, that means we should be able to film it here without too much trouble. If they tell me to shut up, I will shut up. And just like most Taiwanese eateries, the food comes out in 2 minutes or less. Oh my gosh. Alright, this all looks fucking delicious, so let me quickly introduce. Over here we have some braised duck rice in the style of classic Taiwanese lu rou fan, which is, you know, pork rice, braised pork rice, but this is done with duck with some fried shallots on top. We also have a plate of just sliced smoked duck. This is their specialty. From what I've read, the ducks are local to the region that they use. And some duck soup as well. It's infused with ginger, so it should be nice and fragrant. You can get it with or without noodles. And I'm gonna be honest, I just want to dig in, so we're gonna dig in. That's what we're gonna do. We are going to dig in. First up, since the duck is their specialty, let's try the duck. You ever just forget how much you love something till you try it again? That's incredible. Oh my god, it's unctuous, it's fatty. There's so much meat. And it's like dripping in its own fats. You can see it's glistening. Like, look at this. It is just swimming in a pool of its own fat. It is, that's incredible. That is some of the duckiest duck I have ever tasted. Oh my god. I'm at a loss for words right now. This is a lot. Alright, I'm gonna stop freaking out. We do have some sauces we can dip it in, so I'm gonna see how that goes. That's also very good. It's like a mix of a sweet hoisin and a spicy chili sauce, so it's, you know, a big punch of flavor to go with the duck. Like, let's not overwhelm the duck. The duck is just that strong. I will be honest though, I don't think it needs it. I think this is freaking delicious, all on its own. No extra sauce required. Excuse me, I'm going to drink the broth off this plate. That's like duck soup right there. It's marinating in its own soup. Okay, I gotta put that to the side and try the other stuff. Here is the braised duck rice. That slaps. That is all the unctuousness and fattiness and saltiness you want from a good traditional lu rou fan. But it's got this additional pop, this additional umami, this additional sort of freshness from the duck. And then you got the fried shallots on top, giving a bit of extra texture and saltiness as well. This is decadent. I'm feasting right now. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta move on. I have got to try this soup before I bloat myself. This is anything like the juices the duck platter was marinating in. I think I am about to send my taste buds to heaven. Well, that's very different. That is a lot fresher and a lot lighter. It's still fatty, but it's not overwhelming flavor. It's not like, oh, it's absolutely loaded with ginger and scallions, so those are the primary flavors coming through. And the duck is a bit more of an aftertaste, but it's lovely. It's a very good palate cleanser after the intensity of the two solid foods. Yeah, it's official. This place fucking rules. I love it here. Alright, I gotta put this phone down. I gotta devour this. I'm getting so impatient. See you when I'm done.
5 minutes later.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, yeah. That was incredible. What's nice is that everything on the menu there was dishes that I could get or have already gotten at any traditional Taiwanese eatery across this country. Soup, noodles, braised pork, rice, all that nonsense. Except all of it is done with duck, which is one of my favorite proteins, and all of it is done exceptionally. It is a touch pricey by those standards. Those 3 dishes set me back 235 NTD. Most of the time getting dinner at a place like this, it's hard to even crack 150. But that's the Michelin difference, and that is the quality difference, so money well spent, I say. Now, of course, comes the hard part. I gotta ride all the way back home. And it was a huge downslope getting here for like the last half, so I'm pretty much gonna be going uphill pretty steeply for a good stretch of time, and that is not gonna be fun. But you know what? I think I will keep filming, at least for a little longer, because maybe if I'm going back up that way, I can show you some of those beautiful sights that I missed the first time. Plus, in case you can't tell, we are heading into sunset hour right now, so things are about to get very fucking gorgeous on the mountains. Alright, I am all set. Let's burn some calories and head back home, shall we? Folks, what a ride this has been. So we're back in Taiwan right now. We are heading back to my apartment. I'd say we're about 5 minutes out. And I'm not gonna lie, the journey back was tough. It wasn't really steep uphill, but it was a long uphill. So I got really tuckered out, pumping my legs for like 30 minutes straight. Luckily, the downhill on the other side was much smoother and much safer. So overall, I'm gonna call this test run of my bicycle a resounding success. Plus, we got to eat some super delicious duck, so You know, that always helps. Alright, it's about 7 o'clock right now. I'd say it's about 90 minutes back and forth each way from where I started. I'm gonna head home and enjoy a relaxing evening, thank you very much. And I hope y'all are ready for many more exciting bike adventures to come. Maybe not quite as long as this one, at least not regularly, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. For now, once again, thank you so much for joining me at Taiwan Lao Wai. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell, share with your friends, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll see you next time. Jhen. Bye-bye.